What is good? It's your boy cRAcK back for another vlog video. It's been a while. A few people have asked me where I've been. Short answer, go 3-week long heroin bender, so that was pretty cool. Definitely a pretty tight experience. Looking forward to definitely using more intravenous drugs in the future. Other than that, I got a few things to talk about. First of which is GameStop. I mentioned how they kind of like fucked me on my Fire Emblem Special Edition. And I told my buddy that works at GameStop, he's a manager there, you know, a few hundred miles from where I am now, but we still chat, and he said, oh, you know what, let me see if I can help you with that. And a few days later, this showed up at my house, so really dope. He said it was super easy for him to get this. He just called warehouse and had one sent to his store. I don't know if they have like extra copies just hanging out or what, but I was kind of furious because, I was like, obviously super happy because I finally got a copy, but I was really mad because, like, why couldn't they just fulfill my pre-order if they have them like sitting around? But it just goes to show, and it's in like really nice shape. Just goes to show that even though GameStop is a fucked up, corporation, evil entity, whatever you want to say, there are some decent people, that work there. And, shout outs to good people that work for shitty companies. Everybody's got to eat, whatever. So that was really cool of him to kind of handle his business like that. And he said, you know what, don't worry about it, it's on me. So that was sweet. I did pick up the vanilla versions, of course. So, I don't know, that kind of sucks, I guess. I've only opened Birthright. Maybe I'll just, return Conquest if I can or whatever. But yeah, I got the Fate Special Edition after I think in my last video I kind of was, bitching about it. But, really happy to get it. It's definitely a nice little special edition. I like that it's, kind of basic, you know what I mean? They didn't try and do too much. I think some special editions they're just like, let's throw some fucking garbage in a box, charge you $100, whatever. Next thing I want to talk about, quick is I took kind of a long, hard look at my collection, and I was like, I'm insatiable. I'm never gonna be happy with my collecting unless I start to make some goals and kind of move some things out of my collection. So I have begun the process of selling off a lot of my stuff, basically. So my reasoning for this is that there is a lot of sought after games that were mass produced that hold what I believe to be an artificial value that is purely based on want and not so much quantity. So I started to move a lot of that stuff out of my collection, because if and when the prices do start to come down, that's the stuff that's going to come down the furthest and the most, in my opinion. So, some of that stuff I might regret down the line, but I tried to stick to things that I've already finished or just not really interested in, whatever. And also decided that, the prices of the old games, just for as of right now, are going up. And the new release games, they all bottom out. So there's no point in picking up the new releases anymore until they do hit rock bottom. And what I decided to do was make a list. Here it is. I'm not going to show the list. Let's see, 2016 finish. This list is 10 games plus some other items that I would like to see myself acquire this year to provide some focus and, direction for my collecting. I know 10 games doesn't seem like a lot, but they're all games that I've wanted for years and just never find, so I am resorting to online purchases, which is kind of a new thing for me. I used to really enjoy like going out and the thrill of the hunt and stuff, but what I find is that I'm not bringing home the things I want the most. I'm bringing home the things that I find, whether it be the best deal or just looks intriguing, and if I keep doing that, I'm never going to really hit my collecting goals. So that's how I justify that. Not going to show you guys the list until I finish it, or until this has been a thing in that I've been working on since the beginning of this year. But here's the thing, I'll show you guys the list if I finish it, or if a whole year passes and I can't finish the list for whatever reason. There's no crazy games on it. Most of the games are under $100, between like the 40 and 80 range. There is a few outliers on either side, but I do think it's doable, especially if I cut out new releases and just focus. I have chipped away at over 50% of the list at this point, so I think I should have no problem finishing it sometime soon. And if I do finish it, I'll just start another top 10 list, you know what I mean? So I will show you guys the 10th and the first thing on the list, so number 10 and number 1, just to give you an idea. Number 10 was Sky Gunner on PS2 and Atlas, kind of dogfighting game that I've been like looking for forever. I mean, seriously, this is years in the making. Already finished it, and I did not like it nearly as much as I thought I was going to. Definitely put this game on a pedestal just because I've been wanting to play it for so long, and it didn't really live up to my expectations. It's a little too saccharine, a little too cutesy, and a little too short. That said, the controls in this game are fantastic. At first they're a little jarring, but like once you get the hang of them, it's really good. I don't know. This game had a lot of potential, but something about it just didn't really. I think I expected way too much out of this game. It was doomed. There was no way it was going to live up to the hype that I'd created in my head over the years. It is complete for the complete police. There's my memory card and my save file. There's like 3 different campaigns, 5 levels per campaign, or character, I guess, is probably a better word than campaign, which does add some padding, but overall it's still a really short game. So happy to get it. You know, it's going to stay in the collection, obviously, but definitely did not live up to whatever. Next is this right here. This just came in the mail. This is my number 1 most wanted game. This game, the price has just been going crazy on for like the past 3 years. Heavens to Gretzky, shout out to Heavens to Gretzky. He just like walks out of his house and like trips over this game. I'm pretty sure he has like a few in the garbage outside his house that he's just like, hoarding. But me, I can't find it anywhere, so I have to resort to the eBay. One of the things that was cool about this is totally unexpected, but when I got the game in the mail, there was a note, and it was addressed to cRAcK, and I was like, what the fuck? And it says, it's a small world, I guess, cRAcK, the world of game collecting is a small one. I should have realized that was in the note. I've actually seen some of your videos, and I'm glad to know this is entering good hands. I'm sorry to charge you out the ass on this, but you can see how immaculate this copy is. Anyway, keep up the good work and enjoy the game. Lifepool, so shoutouts to Lifepool, definitely a good seller on eBay. Not sure if he has anything up or he or she has anything up in the store currently. But if you're looking for a really good seller, can't go wrong there. Because the way this game was described, I was like, it can't be as good as he claims. There's just no way it's too old of a game. That said, I spent a lot on this game, but at the same time, given the volume of things I've been selling, it seemed fine to me. And the condition on this thing is just insane. So that is Hail Concerto on PS1. And he said that this game was like new and in the description, and definitely not lying. This is incredible how clean this copy is. It's almost like it's never been played. So really, really happy to have this. Really, really happy to have this. So, this is the game that came before Solitaire Robo. Prices on this, like I said, have just been going nuts. This, I don't want to say exactly what I spent, but it was over $100 on this copy. But like I said, given how immaculate it is, and that it was my most wanted game, I didn't mind, to be honest. And it felt good to sell off, a lot of like Pokemon stuff and get $50, $40 a game here and there. And when I look at what I sold versus what I got, I'm really exceptionally happy with this purchase. So shout out Heavens to Gretzky, shout out Lifepool, shout out Jib Squad, shout out good people that work at GameStop, shout out Heroin Abuse, shout out Have a Blessed Day, and I think that's it for shout outs right now. I'm about to go play basketball. It's fucking beautiful outside, but it's super windy, which might prove interesting as far as people that like to take jump shots go. But I gotta hustle. So my pickup game starts soon. So that's it from you guys. Crack out.